Good morning. Good morning. Just a tad bit late. I am discombobulated. Um, Let me show you my P&L so far this morning. I've taken two trades. Was it two? Yes, I've taken two trades. I lost them both. I actually missed a trade that would have won. I man, I actually finally got some sleep last night. However, I slept from like 9 to 4 this morning. Stayed up for like 2 hours trying to get my cheat sheet fixed. And then finally fell back asleep at probably like 7:15, 7:30, and had to wake back up at 8. I thought I printed them from my phone, but they did not print. So I came and sat down and I'm like, oh shoot, they didn't print. Had to download them on my computer, print them out. And that is what caused me to miss the trade that was a win because I had to go to the printer to get them. So that's where we're at right now. One of the losses, I don't know. I was kind of iffy about it because it's not something that sets up a lot, but hey, I was willing to risk it for the biscuit, so I did. I also noticed in my playback that my voice sounds really low. I naturally speak with a really low volume. So I apologize. I'm going to try to figure out if there's any way for me to increase the volume when it comes into the computer. I'm not quite sure yet. But I'm going to try because I don't want to yell. But the volume is pretty decent considering. So I'm going to see if I can work my way out of this hole and hopefully not make it bleed more. It is okay for you? Okay. It could also just be my phone because I feel like when I was watching it on the computer, it sounded fine. But it could be my headphones when I was listening on the phone. So, good morning and thank you. Thank you. I'll show you the two trades that I took. Which, all right, so this was the first one here. That one got in and out pretty quickly. I actually thought we were going to be able to push through, but we weren't, and that's okay. It actually was a buy at the previous high, which I don't do all the time, but a lot of times it's valid. So it just happened to be one of those times where it wasn't. And then this push back down. So right after I lost that trade, there was a push down that actually won. That's the one that I missed going to the printer. And then the other one, this one lost. The actual entry was like over here somewhere. I entered late, but it kind of happened like yesterday where it came one tick from where it would have triggered my break even. And it did hit my rules. So even though I didn't feel the most confident and comfortable with it, I just went ahead and took it because that's what my rules say to do. And I try not to allow my emotions to make my decisions. So I went ahead and entered. It lost. It is what it is. So that's where I'm at the moment. There was some medium impact news that just happened 5 minutes ago. So I am okay to start trading again. So we're going to see what happens. The biggest thing for me is not having super huge swings in my P&L on a day-to-day basis, especially with losses. Like if a win goes from a $200 day to an $800 day, cool. What I don't want is my loss days to end up being really more than about $250, $300. But I'm not one who caps myself on a daily win or daily profit or daily loss. I don't do that. I don't believe, well, it's not that I don't believe in it. I get it, especially if you're someone who has a lot of emotions while trading. I don't. So, yeah. Um so for me, as long as I take every single trade um that pops up, that's what's most important for me personally. That is the way to know my actual edge. It's the way I see it. And why didn't I? Am I tripping? No, I'm not. Oh, I do have it. Now, why would I say such a thing? Hmm. Yeah, it is. Okay. So I hope you guys have a good session yourselves if you're trading today. There is a bit of volatility in the market right now. So we'll just see what happens. Where is? Give me 1 second. You talking about me? Oh, okay. Alrighty. I have to get used to seeing how I put stuff down in this new cheat sheet. I'm gonna like it long term. I mean, long term, I'm actually not gonna need it. But yesterday, when I remade it, the words were like way too small because my boxes were too small. So I kind of like divided everything up so that I could see it a little bit better. But I just got to get used to how I actually like put the data down on here. I might have to redo one of these boxes because, yeah. Let's see what we got here. Pretty big push off of my minor level that was up here. All right, not looking to get into any buys at this point. The minor trend did change to a downtrend around here. So but in order for that looks like it's gonna close down right here. In order for me to get into a sell, I needed to pull back here first. Otherwise, I'm gonna be looking for a buy, which is what I'm gonna be looking for now. Looking for some buy dive, no. I lied. I'm not. Not yet, at least. I don't want my entry. Please do. This is gonna crash. I really don't understand what the hell. This is so annoying. At some point, maybe Friday or something, one of these days, I'm not gonna stream to see if the streaming software is what's causing NinjaTrader to crash, because I don't have these crashing problems at all before I started streaming. But I want to stream and I have to figure out what the hell, because I have an octo-core processor, 64 gigs of RAM. I only trade one instrument. I know NinjaTrader is pretty heavy, but typically, you know, you use one core per instrument. I only trade one. What else do you want from me? What the hell? Shoot. This is so freaking frustrating. And that was totally different. I think this is like 10. I feel like it was 10,000. So irritating, man. All right, I almost forgot to open Rhythmic, so I'm gonna go ahead and open it now because this crashes again. I don't want to be stuck in a trade I can't get out of, and that's really gonna freaking piss me off. So if we get enough volume here, I'm gonna be looking for a sell. Almost. All right, I'm looking for a sell around 65. I'm almost scared to trade with this stupid crashing. I'm gonna say, like, is there sound here? Come on, VWAP, don't fail me. It failed me. Man. Okay. And I actually have a feeling. The only issue is every time this freaking thing crashes like this, like everything is jumbled up on my charts and it's really frustrating. Because I can make a wrong decision because things are not right. That's not right at all. It is what it is. All right, let's see. See if I can work my way out of this hole I'm in now. Well, it's not gonna reload it correctly. What happens is, like for instance, a zigzag indicator, it's going based off of the current data. So when that crashes like that, what I end up with is the zigzag being like hooked onto the bars incorrectly. And then also like it's showing me the volume of a swing and things like that. Like all of that stuff is thrown off. And the only way to get it to reconnect properly is to make it where it's tick replay. Well, the problem is with tick replay, when you're doing tick replay, if you check the tick replay box, what ends up happening is when you're in a live market with certain indicators, everything is going to like it's not going to work properly. It's going to smash everything really really tiny. You can't stretch it or anything. It just gets really stupid. So, like I said, it's probably, I don't know if I'm going to shut the stream off early today just out of frustration. Like, I'm just irritated. I hate when the shit crashes because I have the equipment where it shouldn't be crashing and it has something to do with this streaming software. Um, I don't actually, I use this thing called Process Lasso. Hold on one second. Give me a second. Let me make sure. More than likely, I shouldn't be getting into a trade. That should invalidate itself at some point when it comes down. I use this program called Process Lasso to make sure that Ninja Trader so I'm using like 40% of my processor, which really honestly shouldn't even be happening. But whatever. Let me close Chrome. I have 64 gig. All right, so typically Ninja Trader should be the only thing that has a high priority. But Streamlabs is showing as above normal. So that's really what my problem is at this moment. This is just irritating. I'm gonna go into this. All right, that's two double. Okay, so I need to remember how I did this because Streamlabs doesn't need to be above normal. I need that to just be normal, and I feel like that's what's causing my issue. Hopefully, when I do this, it doesn't close the program. If it does, I'll just go back live again. I have to figure out how I even did this. I did it so long ago. All right. So always normal. Okay, it didn't close the stream, so that's good. And maybe with that, it'll fix it. I just need it to always stay that way. That push there is just, oh, I get so irritated. Probably need to start keeping this open to see what's trying to overload stuff. All right, that brought my processor use down a little bit and definitely brought the memory load down significantly. Like now I'm only using 33% of my RAM. My computer is too high speed and high tech for me to have these issues. I want to get into a sale, but I kind of want this to go up just a little bit more to like 82.75. Just one extra tick, honestly. At least. Then I also wanted to close below 73.25, which if it goes up too high, it's not. This crashing really ruined my mood. Sounds like you have perfectly fine hardware, so puzzling. Take the rest of it. Yeah, I just don't understand. I just really don't get it. I don't know. I'm not gonna get off and stop trading though, because I don't allow my emotions to make my trading decisions. So that's the one good thing. I am pretty much a robot when it comes to that. It's just irritating because I know this computer can handle that kind of pressure, you know. It shouldn't be overloaded from a streaming software. So, I mean, if anything, I might have to change streaming softwares. I don't know. Because even when I look in, so when I go into this might be really small, but I'm going to try to, like, Streamlabs has all of these different processes open. And I don't even understand because there's only one open and like it doesn't need all of that. You know what I mean? So there's no reason why NinjaTrader has just one and Streamlabs has 7 processes open. Why? So I don't know. So I don't know. Let me see, today's Wednesday. So either tomorrow or Friday, I'm probably not going to stream just to test it. But I feel like I didn't crash yesterday. But the market also wasn't. I know when the market's moving like this, like, NinjaTrader takes even more of your memory and stuff like that. And I don't really have heavy indicators or anything. I mean, what you see over here is pretty much what I use, aside from maybe a couple of extra ones, or like my chart trader that helps me enter the trades, my trading journal. I think yesterday maybe it did crash once, and I took the order flow VWAP off of. I have 2 workspaces open. I have the workspace I'm trading on, and then I have a second workspace where I have a chart open for every account, every follower account. And that workspace literally is just to record the trades, because that's how you do it. The trade journal that I use, it auto imports and it attaches a copy of the chart on entry and exit. So that's why I have the second workspace. Well, even with that second workspace yesterday, I removed the order flow VWAP. I know the order flow VWAP can be kind of heavy on the processing, and I only know that because when I'm back testing, I make sure that I have tick replay checked in the, what is this called, in the data series, and the order flow VWAP is always the last thing to load. It takes a really long time to load, just 7 days of data, and that's the last thing to load. So I know the order flow VWAP is heavy, so I took it off of the recorder workspace thinking that that would fix it, but it's not. You only have 32 megabytes, 6 charts open. I'm running at 13. Yeah. See, I don't know. Because Process Lasso is saying that Streamlabs is using, wait a minute. All right. User. So I need there to be quite a bit of volume there. I need quite a bit to be able to get into this buy. And I actually should have gotten into this sale. All right. Yeah, I missed that sale and it would have just won just now. I'm just all over the place. I'm so irritating, y'all. But it's okay. That's just my fault for being in Process Lasso trying to figure this crap out. Because I need to figure it out because I can't take the crashing stuff. It looks like I would have just broken even anyway. Because it came one tick from my take profit. Yeah, that came one tick from my take profit. Now, if I had my old take profit at 22 ticks, I would have got the full TP, but I changed it to 24 ticks so that a win can take over the losses now. Oh, I just forgot. I have to redo that since it stupid damn thing crashed. Okay. We actually got pretty good movement today. I can't lie about that. The volume is halfway decent. Definitely more volume than yesterday. All right, no buy here. Yeah, that barely missed my. It literally just missed my take profit by one tick. I have to babysit today, and I really don't want to. I really don't want to. I used to have a second workspace open in the background, but that caused slowdowns and some crashes, so it's still listed in my control panel. It has to be closed for me. Yeah, and it's really weird because I always have the same stuff open like before I started streaming, and the only time I used to have crashes was when I tried to upgrade. I'm on 8.026. When I tried to upgrade to set 27, 28, and then 8.1 point and continue on, um I did have some issues there, and I personally felt like it was the Rinkos, but Ninja kept telling me it wasn't the Rinkos. It's not the Rinkos. It's not the Rinkos. Well, finally, they came back a couple of weeks ago and said, hey, you should download the new ones because there was people having the same issues you were having. And I'm thinking, yeah, we can go back to the chat and you can go look. And I said the same thing, but you kept telling me it had to be other stuff, even though I knew it was the Rinkos. That would be the only thing that I had on the chart and nothing else, and it would crash. But it would give me like this deadlock right lock issue. Um, yeah, I just don't know. I don't know, but I know I'm not used to it crashing like this, so the crashes is a little insane for me. All right. Possibly looking for a sale, but not yet. I need quite a bit of action to happen around here first, which is probably not going to. Definitely not enough. guess I can. Wait a minute. 184. I don't like buy divergence off of or I don't like divergence off of the VWAP. See, this is the same pattern I lost off of earlier. Oh wait, no, it just got out of the double top. My back is killing me. Possibly looking for a sell. Depends on how far this thing pulls back. Pulled back far enough, but I don't need to go down right now. That's what I'm looking for, but not yet. If it comes down too fast, I'm not entering. Nope. Looks like it might go. Maybe not. Actually, that's wrong. It needs to be. Okay. All right, that's what it would have looked like. It just wasn't enough of a push off of the VWAP for me to feel comfortable trading going back towards it, even though we did hit off of another VWAP level. It would have been a divergence play. That one. This was the other divergence. It was the divergence going up and then coming back down. I would still be in the trade if I did take it. It wouldn't, my stop loss wouldn't move to break even just yet. It needs to go down literally one more tick. 2 more ticks, sorry. And it just did. There's the win. So this was like a divergence off of a my mid level up here, which most of the times if it's gonna pull back this far, even off of a VWAP, I'm okay if it goes to my mid level or even my major level. But right now, when certain things happen, because I did a lot of back testing, but I didn't have to go through a whole ton of data. So some stuff I'm just not comfortable with just yet because I haven't seen it enough. But once I see it happen enough times where like, okay, you know, it worked just fine, even though it went off of this VWAP first and things like that, then I'll be more comfortable trading in the future. But for now, I'm trying to just stick to what I know and not do too much of a razzle dazzle, you know. This would be a. All right. Did this hit the VWAP or no? Yeah, it did. Okay. My goal really is to really start pushing forward in my accounts right after the new year. I don't expect much this week. And with me doing this major overhaul, really this past weekend for real, I don't expect to get everything perfect just yet. So I'm going to miss some trades. I'm going to get into some that, oh shoot, I thought that was okay. Because like I said in the last video, I've made so many tweaks over the last, really months. But this past weekend was like major tweaks. So I'm going to forget some stuff and that's okay. I'm looking for a sell around 61.50. Oh, I guess I should. I hate drawing these. Yeah. Don't move. Yeah. The liquidity usually isn't too much of a problem for me because most of what I do is volume based. So if there's not enough volume in the swings and stuff, like yesterday I had a perfectly fine day. Today I'm only down more than I should be because I missed a win, but we'll see. I don't know. And if I blow the accounts, I blow the accounts. They're all evals. I don't pay for resets. I just wait until the free reset and just go about my business. That's going to hit my stop loss. And that's all right. But I keep trading, it is what it is. You win some, you lose some. It is what it is. I'm okay with that. So right now I'm down about $400 in each account. Oh, I need to make note of certain things. Because there are certain things I can't see in my back test. I have a feeling this just literally wicked me and it's going to go straight to my take profit. Those are the most annoying losses because I have a tight stop loss for a reason. I came up with it from back testing, but there are times where I literally hit my stop loss right to the tick and then it just goes straight to where I want it to go. But I don't want to increase my stop loss and then have to increase my take profit to make room for it and stuff like that. So we'll see. That went off the VWAP again. Yeah, slow and steady wins the race. That is why I've been in the same evaluation accounts all this time. For me, this was never a sprint. I mean, if it was a sprint, I would have figured stuff out years ago. I've been trading off and on for 9 years. So it's definitely a slow and steady thing. I've only been focused this go around since like maybe November of last year. But when I first started, that's when I was intraday swinging. So I didn't start scalping until earlier this year. Like probably around the springtime. And I didn't start solely focusing on the Nasdaq until maybe 6 months ago. And the way I'm trading is pretty much kind of the same way I've been trading, minus a couple of things that I've changed. So I actually can get into this buy. I kind of missed it. All right, so that sell would have stopped me out no matter what. I initially wasn't going to get into this because I thought it was on the VWAP, but it didn't end up hitting the VWAP. The VWAP moved. Yeah, it is. It's definitely in tight consolidation. It's just, of course, since I use Rinkos, I see it a little bit different than, the time or tick based candles or even volume based candles. So typically, even when it's consolidating heavy, like I could still trade it. But like I said, I this week has just all been about repetition of understanding my rules and things like that. That's what's most important for me this week. And like I said, if the accounts blow, they blow. It is what it is. It's all a process. And for me, one of the things that like has been my biggest goal is to be able to trade no matter the market conditions. And, if I'm trading kind of like, oh, that moved to break even anyway. Close the trade. Thank you. Um, but yeah, that's been my biggest goal is to be able to trade no matter the market conditions. Um, I want to be able, if the market is consolidating heavy or volatility or volume is low, I want to have a strategy where my strategy is going to keep me out of the trades that I should not be in. You know what I'm saying? Um, and so that takes time because some of what I was doing in the springtime wasn't working, once the summertime came or the summertime wasn't working towards the fall. So that's why I've had to make some of the tweaks and different things like that. But as long as I'm creating something that's solid and something that's going to work long term, that's what matters most for me personally, you know. Excuse me. Because even when the market wasn't moving yesterday very much, I was still able to get my 24 ticks out, and that was that. So it's all a learning process. I don't feel like I need to make any tweaks right now. Even looking at my P&L, I just have to remember I should really only be down what, like 100 and something dollars. What is, like, 188 is what I should be down right now. You know what I mean? 77 and 83, nice targets long. Nice one. Congrats. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just trying to get this how I want it to be. I feel like where I'm at right now, after all that I've done this weekend, I think this is what's going to be best for me. We'll see. We'll see. I'm okay with losing days. I've been losing and trading for a long time. I've been winning too. Like, I'm going to make sure that on days that I'm streaming, if some of my trades like pop up in my Facebook memories and things like that, I'm going to make sure that I show you guys. Um, because I've even had to tell people like in Discord, I was a profitable trader. I just didn't like trading that way. I didn't want to be on the charts all day, trading literally from sunup to sundown, getting back up in London session, you know, being in trades for 3 hours. It comes like 20 ticks away from my take profit, and now it's hit my break even, and or it's hit my stop loss. And once I got with Apex, that's when I was like, okay, well, with the trail and drawdown, it's kind of best to be a scalper anyway. So, and it's always been my goal to scalp. So let's figure it out. And it takes time. Trying to create something from scratch will always take more time than if I just had a strategy that I got from someone else. But of all the strategies that I've tried to learn from other people, I hated every single one of them. I just did. Even like in the Discord the other day, someone, I think it might have even been yesterday, they were saying that I think they were having a discussion about ICT, and it was ICT and something else. And there was a guy who was like, I don't like certain methods because it's really subjective. Like, if it was so easy, so many more of his students would become successful and more profitable much quicker. But because a lot of it is subjective, and what you see as a FEG isn't what this person sees, or what this person sees as that isn't what that, I can't learn that way. I'm a very like meticulous person, and I'm an overthinker. So if I have to do too much analyzing, or if all of us are looking at the charts completely different, but we have the same strategy, I don't want to learn that way. And that's been my biggest problem with everything that I've learned from other people. What I see is different what this person sees, and this person and this person. So for me, I wanted to create something where I have a set of rules. I can trade like a robot. No matter what, this is how I'm trading. You know what I'm saying? And I don't ever really plan to teach, to be honest with you, just because I've spent a lot of my time having to interact with people. I was in network marketing at one point. I helped start a network marketing company. I built teams of over 1,000 people, with a lot of people having access to me. I had a credit repair business that I just shut down because I was tired of people having access to me. So it's like, you come out with a course or something, which I would never do until like I'm profitable for an extended period of time. But it's like I've closed all these doors of people having access to me just to open it back up. I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know if I could do it, because even with courses, you think, okay, I have the information. It's right here. Boom, here you go. And you're still going to get people inboxing you. Hey, I was looking at lesson 2, module 4. When it comes to XYZ, what are you doing? It's like, I don't want to do that. I don't. I just really don't. I'm looking for a divergence sale around 70. We'll see what happens. It's this divergence right here. Oh, please don't crash. Please. And this scares me, because when I actually get way more accounts, the way this thing just starts, my computer just starts acting up, it makes me so uncomfortable. Like, so uncomfortable. But like I said, I feel like it's the freaking streaming software. I could be wrong, but I'm hoping the VWAP can hold it down. I also have a minor level there, and this is a pivot level. Oh, you can see the pivot level. The pivot level is the yellow dots. Yeah, one trade at a time. One trade at a time. But I'll get there. Just, hey, it is what it is. It takes time to build what you want. It's not going to hold. Nope. Yeah, I'm actually going to stop streaming because I want to see in this last hour if I even get any more setups. If all of, like, my computer is moving way too slow and it should not be. It's saying my responsiveness is staying at 100%, but I don't believe it. And I don't know if maybe, I don't know. But I'm going to end the stream right here. I'll be back tomorrow possibly. If I don't come back tomorrow, just know that I'm trying to test to see if this is still crashing and if my computer's moving slow and all of that. Um because as soon as I got into that trade, everything is just like my mouse is laggy and I don't know why. And I just really feel like it's Streamlabs. So I'll be back tomorrow, possibly if you don't see me tomorrow, maybe Friday or maybe next week. But I hope you guys have a good rest of the session. I might do an update video. If I don't stream the next couple of days, I'll just put out an update video just to tell you guys kind of where I'm at. I don't think the bleeding can be cleaned up today. It'll probably be tomorrow. Like I said, I'm cool with losing days. That's just the market. You got to take what the market gives you. Um, but yeah, I just want to test to see if it's the Streamlabs. If I need to switch to OBS, I will. The regular OBS app. But yeah, you guys have a good rest of your day. And I will see you guys soon.